So, welcome once again to Breakthrough with Jeff. This is the place we live life with zero limits. We believe that the only limitations that we have is the limitation in our mindset. And we have the power at any moment to make a shift from a mindset that doesn't serve us to one that empowers us and helps us to walk towards our destiny. And in the show today, I'm joined by Coach Paula, who is going to introduce herself, and then we walk into her new book, upcoming book. Coach, please tell us, introduce yourself.
Thank you, Coach Jeff. I am humbled to be here. My name is Coach Paula. I am a mindset and emotional wellness coach.
Mhm.
I'm happy to be here. And today I'm going to talk about my chapter in the Success Mindset book that we are
Mhm.
writing as D.L.C coaches. And
Mhm.
my chapter title is How to Do the Work of Self Discovery to Live a Holistic Life.
Wow, sounds great.
Yeah,
I love it already. So,
thank you.
so take us through the journey, Coach. How do
Yeah,
we live that journey of self-discovery? And I'm interested also in your personal journey. So if you may let us in into your journey, that'll be awesome.
yes. So my self discovery journey started in the year 2020 when I had relocated abroad. And in the episodes of vacation, so I had gone to a vacation. And one morning, I just woke up. I was feeling a lot of migraine, and I was not feeling happy about where I was at when I was reflecting about my life, the choices that I'm making. I wasn't happy how I was feeling, and everything about my life. I wasn't feeling good about it. So I started reflecting on the choices I've been making and how I'm stuck in misery.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look around, I can see that I have people, but I was feeling empty inside. I
Yeah.
was just walking through life in the sense that I had a dysfunctional relationship with my family. I was
Mm-hmm.
struggling with people pleasing tendencies.
Oh.
I wasn't communicating in a good way. I had picked up if I had to communicate, it had to be passive aggressive. So I couldn't articulate myself
Mm.
properly.
Yeah.
And I found it I found myself in relationship when I look back, I shouldn't be in, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the right tools, or
Mm-hmm.
even I hadn't known who am I really and what do I want actually to put myself in those relationships. I wasn't a good friend, and I used to dissociate a lot. Looking inwardly, I wasn't myself. Really, I wasn't myself.
Mm.
So after
Mm.
witnessing, okay, this is who I am, and I'm not happy about my life or anything that is going on in my life. I
Mm-hmm.
really want to do better. I really want to, know myself. Who am I as Paula? And
Yeah.
and whatever that I'm struggling with, how can I change change it and be a better person, or the
Mm.
person who
Mm.
I want to be? Because in the back of the mind, I really
Mm-hmm.
knew who I want to be or how I want to be, but I I hadn't had the opportunity to sit with myself, look inwardly and know, okay, this is where you are at, and this
Mm-hmm.
is what you need to do, or
Mm-hmm.
this is why you are the way you are, and this is the chance for you to start doing the work and get to your highest self. So after
Mm.
witnessing who I was, I
Yeah.
I used to be on social media, but back then I used to, follow everyone for vibes. And when I had witnessed where I was at and accepted this is where I was at, and I'm
Mhm.
going to take an action to be better, I started a social media detox where I removed people who I wasn't relating anymore to who I
Mhm.
want to be or my higher self.
Interesting.
And I
Yeah.
started, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I started following psychologists and people who I look up to. Okay, I can say my mentors and just
Yeah.
random people who post content that I relate to. And
Yes.
one of in an epiphany happened when I came across a psychologist, and I followed her, and I reached out to her. I asked her if I can book for therapy sessions. But
Mhm.
before I booked her for therapy sessions, I had started reading. I had started building a reading culture.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the books that I've read, and I read and changed my mindset and pushed me to really know who I am, what
Yeah.
really happened to me,
Mhm.
and made me to who I am today.
Excuse me. Mhm.
Yeah, so the book that I read was How to Do the Work by the holistic psychologist called Dr. Lepera Nicole.
Mhm.
And the book talks
Yeah.
about how to understand who you are and why you are the way you are,
Mm.
and what really happened to you in your childhood and how can
Mhm.
you be better. So the book opened my eyes to get to know myself better.
Yeah.
Why am I the way I am? Why I do I have this emotional reactivity? What
Mhm.
really happened in my childhood? So me meeting with a psychologist on my Instagram will open an avenue to go to therapy and unpack, okay, this is who I am, this is
Mhm.
where I am at, and I want to understand what really happened to me. Why am I the way I am? So I
Yeah.
went to therapy, and my this therapist was very accommodative. She took me through a lot of therapy sessions where I unpacked my childhood traumas, and
Mhm.
I got to understand why I struggle with people pleasing, why do I
Mm.
have emotional reactivity,
Yeah.
and why do I dissociate? Why do I have a dysregulated nervous system? Then I got to understand what really was happening with me. And
Mhm.
I did a lot of shadow work, trying to understand my childhood. And I wrote a lot of many letters to my younger self and
Yeah.
where I was at that moment.
Mm.
And I
Mm.
feel like
Mm.
I found some clarity and self-acceptance that this really happened and this is where I am at, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to allow my pain to dictate how my life is going to be. I'm going to
Yeah.
change this pain into power by becoming
Mhm.
my best self and living life consciously. Now
Mhm.
that I've stayed in survival mode for quite a long time, I want to
Mhm.
live my life consciously. And if
Mhm.
every choice and step that I make in my life, I want it to be, I am doing it consciously with
Mm. Mm.
in the back of my mind, knowing this is who I am, these are my values, these are my
Yeah.
belief system, and not maybe
Mm.
following with peer pressure or friends or like the trends like the before me Paula. So I
Mm.
stayed in therapy for almost 1 year. Besides therapy, I was also doing my self work.
Mhm.
And most of the work, it's not in therapy. The therapist will help you see where you're stuck, but 90% of the work, it's you to mirror yourself and really dig deeper into yourself. Why am I
Yeah.
the way I am? So I did the work. I did a lot of journaling. I
Mhm.
started I made Google my best friend. For the answers that I couldn't get, I used to go and to Google and search, why am I the way let's say maybe emotional reactivity. Then I get to know this is why I am emotionally dysregulated and I tend to react so quickly. And
Mhm.
how can I, respond in a healthy way, or how can
Yeah.
I have healthy boundaries? So a lot of the work I did was by myself.
Mm.
Now, after
Wow.
understanding, yeah, after
Mm.
understanding this is who I want to be looking forward, and this is
Mhm.
how I want to show up. I wrote like a vision, and that vision had like a morning routine and an evening routine. Morning routine, I used to wake up and do positive affirmations, really affirm myself. And in the evening, I used to visualize. There's a book I read, The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy.
Mhm.
That book helped me a lot to rewire my negative thinkings and negative thought patterns
Mhm.
to a positive mindset and an abundant mindset. So
Yeah.
I incorporated the positive affirmations in my routines, and
Mhm.
I started doing breath work to regulate my emotions.
Mhm.
And before, I used to dissociate, but when I had done this work, I was feeling grounded and centered even during throughout the day. Even
Mhm.
how I responded to triggers, it was
Mhm.
more centered than previously. So I changed to be a different person. I was
Mhm.
consistent with my wellness in how I
Mhm.
show up for myself and even the people around me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I felt like I've really come through I've really come a long way. And I just started posting on my Instagram stories how my journey has been.
Nice.
And I used to get a lot of inquiries. How do you do this? Because I used to post some challenges, and I had a challenge of every day I used to post morning affirmations and
Mhm.
just motivational quotes that I relate to. And I had followers who asked me, how did you start your healing journey? How do you happen to be the way you are? So I used to share with them, and I used to get more feedback like, can you be my coach, Paula? Can you do this for me? I really need help. But then
Mhm.
I didn't have the tools to. I feel like I knew how I can, be of help, but I really
Yes.
felt like it need to be professional.
Right.
Yes, so I said I really want to impact people, but first of all, I need to go back to class and do coaching so that I can do it professionally. So
Yeah.
I Googled on my phone and I came across Destiny Life Coaching, and
Mhm.
I searched and I booked a consultation, and thanks be to God, I joined Destiny Life
Mhm.
Coaching. And in
Yeah.
Destiny Life Coaching, it has been a tremendous journey for me. Fast forward,
Mhm.
I was able to find a clarity of my life purpose.
Mm.
I was
Awesome.
able to clarify, find clarity. I knew that I want to empower people, but I hadn't had the clarity that this is what I want to do. So the lessons in
Mm.
D.L.C helped me
Yeah.
find my life purpose. And my life
Mm.
purpose today is to empower people to heal and
Mhm.
consciously create a new version of themselves. I
Yes.
help you heal
Mm.
and consciously
Mhm.
create a new version of yourself.
Mm.
And I
Awesome.
have, yes, and because healing is not linear, the
Mhm.
journey of self discovery doesn't come to an end.
Coach,
The
I
sorry,
can't hear you. Uh-huh. Yes. Uh-huh.
yes, I'm saying the journey of
Mm.
self discovery doesn't come to an end, and it's not
Mhm.
linear. So I feel like DLC is also making me in some way get to understand myself more better, because we
Mm-hmm.
get to learn patterns and perspective. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like
Mm-hmm.
there's this broad learning in D.L.C that keeps on making me hold myself accountable of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
of changing my patterns consistently and
Yeah.
expanding my perspective. And another
Mm-hmm.
thing, I have managed to create a life vision.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yes. And one of the breakthroughs that I am always looking forward to is the Monday Mastery breakthroughs.
Mm.
Coach, I want to I want to testify that your coaching session, your Monday breakthrough coaching sessions really challenges me to be
Mm.
better, and they opened my eyes, even being more committed in this coaching practice.
Yeah.
And so I would say D.L.C has been a great breakthrough in my self-discovery journey, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel fulfilled, and I feel
Awesome.
living a more purposeful life,
Yeah.
having myself to be in D.L.C, and also aside me impacting others, whatever I am reading or I am practicing in D.L.C, it is
Mm.
helping me empower others out there, and now we create
Mm.
a whole change in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. I love the story. It's really amazing. Definitely, God has been guiding you. It feels as though there's truly a higher power at work here, and you're not alone. I don't know. Does it feel that way to you? Because that's how it feels as you tell your story.
I would say for sure God is in this story, because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at my age and
Mm-hmm.
the how the understanding of myself,
Yeah.
it's only God.
Yeah.
And when I, in retrospect, where I
Mm.
was and where I
Yeah.
am today, it's not
Mm.
because I am perfect, but
Mm.
God is in this story, and
Mm.
he's working on me each and every single day. And the
Mm.
more he's working on me, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I'm empowered to help someone who is as well stuck in where I was at, and maybe doesn't have the tools or
Yes.
doesn't have the opportunity to,
Mm-hmm.
sit within themselves and
Mm-hmm.
unbirth the
Mm-hmm.
survival
Mm-hmm.
behaviors they picked up, or just
Mm-hmm.
become, or just work to be the best version of themselves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. There you have it, dear viewers. I don't know where you're watching this from. In fact, where we are right now, I just want you to comment on under the video below. Hashtag God is in this story. I like that. God is in this story. I love it. Thank you so much. And coach, what is one strategy or technique you talked about? Breathing, getting centered, and other techniques that you've used that have really become like a breakthrough technique for you, a coaching technique. Which one would you like to share with us that we can practice together? Any?
So
Yeah.
one of the technique that I use,
Mhm.
they are not one. I can share many as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of it is
Mhm.
deep box breathing.
How do you
And
do it?
when I breathe in for four
Eh,
seconds, I
4 seconds?
hold.
Take me through
Yes,
it. Take me through it. Uh-huh.
yes. Let's breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. And there we go. We
Wow.
repeat 5 times.
Wow. I just feel
Yeah.
more motivated. I just feel like a new person is born within, just with breath, just with
And
breath, coach.
gratitude. Sorry,
Uh-huh,
sorry,
uh-huh. Just with
sorry.
breath, I'm already feeling more, motivated and better. Just one tool. Okay, what other tool can you leave us with?
Yeah, the other tool that I can leave to the viewers is journaling.
Mm-hmm.
Dump all
Yes,
your
I like that.
emotions.
I like that. That was my
Yeah,
breakthrough also. Uh-huh. Tell us more.
yeah, dump all your emotions and feelings in paper.
Mm.
Another
Yes, the paper
technique
can
is
take it.
yes, yes. Another
Yeah.
technique is gratitude. At least
Uh-huh.
each and every single day, have three things that you're grateful for.
Yes.
They make you look forward to, live every
Yes.
single day.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
And do
yeah.
they have to
And
be big things? Do they have to be like huge breakthroughs, or they can just be little things?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And another one is visualization.
Uh-huh.
I want to add like when I joined D.L.C,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't very consistent with visualization, but the
Mm-hmm.
Monday breakthroughs you take us through, I
Yeah.
felt like they motivated me to visualize more. So I would
Yes.
ask all of our viewers, if you can visualize, see all the
Mm.
dreams that you want,
Mm-hmm.
bring them and, celebrate seeing yourself achieving them and having them and
Mm.
see them coming. Actually, they actualize into your life.
Yeah.
They will come into your life. So visualization is another technique I would recommend.
Wow. Thank you so much, Coach. Now, for that person that is where you were some months ago, they are in the struggle and they are searching for a place to enhance their coaching mastery. Would you recommend Destiny Life Coaching and why?
I would 101 recommend D.L.C because
Mm-hmm.
in D.L.C you get to have an experience, and not only that you you study, you get it's an experience. You get
Mm-hmm.
to experience yourself and the
Mm-hmm.
lessons and creating your life vision.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole experience. It's a whole
Yeah.
experience, and I would tell anyone who is having a dilemma if you should join or not. This is the
Yeah.
place you should be.
Mm,
Yeah.
wow. Thank you so much, Coach. And I'm reminded that life is about three things. Life is about experiences, like you said, and life is about growth, and life is about contribution. Those three: experiences, growth, and contribution. And those are definitely things that you're going to tick through as you join Destiny Life Coaching. Thank you so much. Now, Coach, how do people connect with you? If someone is interested in, they are looking for an emotional and mindset coach, where can they find you and how can they connect with you?
Yes, I am on all social media platforms at
Mm-hmm.
Paula_Achoki on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn, and WhatsApp and
Mm-hmm.
Twitter. My WhatsApp number is 0701208005. My Gmail is pachoki1998 @gmail.com.
Wow. And we're
Yes.
going to share those details under this video. So please check them out. So thank you so much, Coach. Any parting shot to the listener, to the person that listened to us up to this moment? Any parting shot? What's your parting shot?
So for my parting shot regarding to the success mindset book, I would
Mm-hmm.
uh, I would say we are free to choose our actions, but we are not free
Mm,
to choose the consequences. Accountability and consistency are our great markers. So if you are stuck somewhere and you're not happy about wherever you are,
Yeah.
there is an opportunity for you to hold yourself accountable, see yourself clearly, inwardly, and take an action to transform your life and live a purposeful life. And another one is the measure of success is the ability to do self-discovery journey and
Yeah.
understand your patterns, expand your perspective, create your life vision, and live a
Yeah.
meaningful life. Yes.
Nice. Wow. There you have it, dear listener, and thank you so much for walking with us this journey. I am hoping you've taken something home. Share with us under this video what is your key take home from this discussion. And we'll leave the contacts for the coach below this video so you can connect with her. Thank you so much. Live your life with passion and live it to the best of your ability and live it now. This is the time. God bless you and see you again here at Breakthrough with Jeff. Bye-bye.